Hi, I'm Ed from Grill Innovations, and today we're going to show you how the patented grill plate can turn your gas grill into a convection oven. The way the grill plate works is it's got a V bottom, and what that does is that actually takes the heat and does not allow it to come upwards. It actually pushes it sideways. And on most of the grills that you have, you'll always notice you have a hot spot over here or a cold spot here. The other thing that the grill plate will also do is that actually trap those hot and cold spots and basically blend them together. What I've got here is a set of fans in here, and this is going to demonstrate our convection effect with this grill. I'm going to turn this on, and as the heat would be rising, just like these fans are going to demonstrate, you see that these wheels, these pinwheels aren't moving. They don't do anything. But as soon as I take this grill plate and put it down, what's going to happen is it'll take that rising heat and push it sideways so it goes up and around. The plate, since it's got the V on the bottom, there's an air pocket in here, so it's hollow. So that's going to stop anything from burning on this plate. But these little dimples here also increase the strength of the metal and decrease the surface area. So once you've baked, say, a turkey or a lasagna or au gratin potatoes or whatever you want, when you get done with that, you take it off, then you can cook something else. You'll go ahead and put whatever else you want on there. Now we're going to go ahead and demonstrate this. What I've done is I've already brought this grill up to temperature at 350 degrees. I'm going to take this plate, I'm going to lift it up, I'm going to set this down, and I'll take this lasagna, we're going to set this on here, and we're going to close the lid down. Now we do have a lot of people that ask some different questions. Why doesn't whatever I'm cooking on the grill taste like the grill? I bought this grill because I like the flavor it gives me. Well, a very simple answer is when you're cooking steak or chicken or ribs and you've got your juices dripping down on your burners, that's what's giving you that smoke. If you bring your grill up to temperature, you scrub off the grates, and it's at 350, that's your baking temperature, there's no smoke coming off of it, you're not going to have that smoke flavor. Kind of like cooking a turkey in your oven. You do that for 10 hours and you pop a pie in afterwards, the pie doesn't taste like a turkey. Okay, the next question we get is, why the grill plate? Why is it so much different? I can try to do something with indirect baking. Well, there's a lot of things you can't do with indirect baking, such as au gratin potatoes or lasagna, because you can't get that temperature correct. Now when you've got the grill plate, when you set it down, you're going to do a couple different things. The easiest thing is time and temperature is going to be the same as your oven. There's no changes. So if it's supposed to bake at 3 hours at 350 degrees, it's 3 hours at 350 degrees. And another question we get is, how do you set your temperature on your grill? It's really easy. Basically, you've got the lid closed, you bring all your burners up on high. When you're watching your gauge, when it gets to the gauge, the temperature you want to work at, say 350 degrees, bring all your burners down on low. What that does is it gives you a starting point. It allows you to know what this grill is going to do. So you just walk away about 20 minutes, come back later, and then you'll have a point. So you know, okay, when it's all the way down on low, it's going to say read 300. Now this grill here likes all the way to low and then up a little bit. Now my other grill likes all 4 burners down on low. And that's how you set the temperature. Now what'll happen is when you put your food down, the temperature on this gauge is actually going to drop, because as the grill plate is forcing the heat out and around, it'll drop before it gets the heat back up to the gauge. Don't adjust it, just leave it right where it needs to be. And just like this one here, right at a perfect 350 degrees. So we will see you guys in about an hour. Hi, I'm back. It's been about an hour or so, and it's time for us to check our lasagna. Now what I do when I do these lasagnas, I don't cook the noodles first, I put them in dry. So what you want to do is let that sauce cook these noodles for a little bit, and then we're going to check it. They're nice and al dente. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add the cheese to it. So I add this cheese. Just going to basically layer it down on top of here just like this. You guys like cheese, because I love cheese. As I'm putting this cheese on, you'll notice that I'm making a little bit of a mess. And when I'm making this mess, what you can do to get away from this is you can put some aluminum foil down on the grill plate. As you can see, we've got a little bit of mess that was there. But I'm good at making a mess. but if you want to keep your grill plate clean, use a little bit of aluminum foil. It makes it a lot easier to clean up. And we'll be back in about another 15 or 20 minutes. I want to get this cheese nice and golden brown, and then we're going to start on our breadsticks. So we'll see you in just a little bit. Well, we're back. It's been about 20 minutes. I'm going to take a little look at this lasagna. And that's looking pretty good right about there. So I'm going to grab these mitts. And try to lift this up so you can see the bottom. I would recommend doing this at home so you don't spill any hot lasagna on your head. There you go. No burns. I'm going to take this and set this right here. Something nice and pretty to look at. Here's my little bit of mess because of my forgetting the aluminum foil. Now we're just going to take our breadsticks and set them down. These are 10 to 14 minutes. A good suggestion is with convection effect, you want to come back and check them at about the 10-minute mark because it can cook a little bit quicker. So we'll see in about 10 minutes. Well, it's been about 10 minutes, and as we said, they got done right at the short time of this timer. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and let's take these breadsticks, and I'm going to set them right there. I'm going to set my lasagna over here so I get a little bit more room to play with. And now, we're going to do a carrot cake. Set that right on there. And we're going to play our little game again, and I'll see you in about 30 minutes again. Well, it's been about a half hour. I'm going to check this cake real quick. Perfect. Grab my gloves here, my mitts. Pull this carrot cake off, let it cool. Give you a view of this. Can you see that? It looks good. This will cool down here. Now I'm just going to go ahead and just turn this grill off because we're not cooking anything else. And I'm going to take a slice of this lasagna out of here because I'm getting hungry. And let me set this right here. I'm just going to go in here and just dig right into it. Come on. Up. Well, sometimes you drop one now and then. That's our lasagna. Making a mess. But you can see our finished version in here, how it stands nice and tall. We don't cut those noodles. I'll grab a breadstick, and if you have any questions or anything at all, just send us an email at grillinnovations@aol.com. And thanks for your time.